Greetings, family. Here this evening to talk about the passport renewal process. This is an important topic because I really don't remember anyone covering this. And maybe because they haven't been in this situation, I don't know. Nevertheless, my passport expired in August around my birthday. So I knew that taking this trip, leaving in June, that there would be an issue if my passport was expiring in less than 6 months, right? So I was okay when I traveled in December because I had 8 months before the passport would expire. But you cannot travel if your passport is expiring within 6 months, at least in the locations that I was interested in. I guess they have a concern that people will try to stay or be there unauthorized or whatever the case is. So, nevertheless, I did the passport application online, and I think I paid $110 because I was doing the passport renewal, which is just expensive, I guess, as the regular passport. I had to send in another picture and my old passport, right? So I completed the application online. I printed the application out, and then I enclosed a money order for $110 with that and sent it to, I believe you, based on our area, they specifically tell you where to send your passport to. I guess people have taken the opportunity to send it to other locations and take a chance, but mine specifically said, like, if you live in this area, this is where, or this state, right? Because PA is only allowed to send the passport to certain places, but New York and maybe New Jersey can send it to other different locations, if that makes any sense. Nevertheless, I remember, one of the groups I was in, and they were talking about request the bigger passport. So my regular passport, this is my son's passport because I don't have my old one. I sent it in with the application. So this is the size of the regular passport, right? And it looks like, the same book. Um, Actually, this is the new one. This is the old one because this is my son's, right? So it looks like it's the same size. It's the same size. However, it has more pages. If you notice that, you see that? So the old one has less pages. This one has more pages. Of course, I expected it to be bigger because they said bigger book, but that's not the case. So, I finally get my passport. It came like yesterday, and I'm sitting here going, where are my visas, right? I had visas for Ghana, Sierra Leone, and Gambia in here, but they're not in here now. So then I said to myself, okay, I'm getting upset because I know I paid like 65 for one, 85 for another, and then I paid like 240 for the one for Gambia because when I was going to travel, they were not issuing them when you landed in the country. You had to get it through the embassy. So I thought I was getting a 5-year visa for $240, right? But apparently, I'm thinking maybe it was a 6-month visa because when I think about it, we traveled for the month of December, right? So obviously I got my visas in like October, November. So 6 months for Ghana and Sierra Leone would have expired by now. So that would make sense why those visas were not in here. But for the Gambia, I thought that was a 5-year visa that I paid all this money for. So I'm like, where's my visa? And why didn't they just send my old book back with the visa in it so I could still utilize it? So when I got the book, I immediately emailed the Gambian embassy as well as the U.S. embassy to let them know that I want to know the status of my Gambian visa and why wasn't I sent that back. So apparently, I think you may be able to request your old passport back. I'm not sure, but I want some documentation stating that my visas were expired and not that they're just keeping my money, right? And the funny thing is, I always take pictures of my passport when I travel. Like I keep a picture on my phone, but it did not occur to me to take pictures of my visas. So food for thought, something that you may want to do is take pictures of anything that's in your passport for travel so that if anything happens, you have proof. So I was a little annoyed about that. So I'm waiting to hear what happens. We counting down now. This is June 10th. We talking like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So the time is moving quickly. And I just wanted to let you all know about this process. My understanding is if you go to a country and you're using the old passport with your visas in it and your new passport that has the proper date for you to travel, you need to present both, and both have to be issued by the same country. Okay, so I hope that information is helpful to you. I just wanted to share that to let you know these are some little challenges that we may run into that we're not prepared for, but we are not going to let any of these little obstacles that they put in our way deter us from our trip. So make sure that your passports are not expiring. Make sure you have the visas that you need. Make sure you have them on hand. At least in my situation, if I land in the Gambia and I have to buy another one, obviously I will do what I need to do once I'm there. And it probably will be cheaper than what I paid initially because I'll be able to purchase on ground. But just keep that in mind that this could be a challenge for you. So you want to make sure that you're prepared across the board. I'm also going to confirm my TSA check just to make sure I still have that information and that there are no issues with that. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, drop them below. If you know something I don't know, share it, and bless.